Welcome to my YouTube channel, Lifestyle Tutorials. My tutorial today I will be taking you one-on-one on how to issue a refund on a PayPal transaction. What happened to me is that I delivered service to a client, then they paid me their goods and services, and upon them making the payment, they paid under goods and services. So in case you provide services to a buyer and they make the transaction through goods and services, it's not secure for them to pay because maybe the client may go and file a dispute. The official way that is recognized by PayPal is you send them an invoice. Upon sending them an invoice, the client will be able to pay via the invoice, so that in the invoice you will have a detailed report of what transaction happened. The client has already paid me. He has completed the transaction, goods and services. He has paid $60 to me, but I will issue a refund. The reason I want to issue a refund is because they have just paid me without paying via my invoice, and this is a recipe to disaster, because this is a time series bomb, because the client might go and file a dispute. In case they go and file a dispute, what PayPal will tell me, will tell me to provide a track or approve that I have delivered service to them, and the service that I should, and what I should provide is that I should add maybe tracking information. It means that when delivering this service, that I should have hired a tracking service in order to ensure that I will provide a proof of track information. Another thing, if the client files a dispute and I do not provide the tracking number, I should come update the status, maybe say order processed, and maybe update the tracking number. But for this time, I'll not do this, because reason why, because it's a service that I delivered to the client, and the client has just paid me. So what I will do, I will issue a refund. Once I issue a refund, I will invoice the client. Since I have not delivered the service, I have not completed delivering the service, I'll come issue a refund. Once I come and issue a refund, then meanwhile, afterwards, I will send to the client. I will send the client. I will send them. I will come here, issue a refund. Once I come issue a refund, I will come to issue a refund to the seller. Then later I will invoice the client to pay again via my invoice, where I have written a detailed invoice. So you see, I've issued a refund. So we can view the refunded transaction and the original transaction. Let us view the refunded transaction. We can see that the payment has been refunded to my client. Now what I will come and do, I'll come and I'll be able to come and back in my official way, I'll draft an invoice and send to the client. That is a precaution, because once a client pays you good and services, they are protected by buyer seller protection law act by PayPal, and in case you never provided a detailed transaction, they will obviously win the dispute. So what I'll do follow up my tutorial. I'll draft and send them an invoice where they'll be able to officially pay me, and I will provide the services that they are paying for. Any client who pays the cash directly, it's always advisable to refund and draft them an invoice for them to officially pay. Otherwise, you'll end up being scammed, because if the seller happens to file a PayPal dispute, PayPal will always roll in favor of the buyer, because they'll tell you to provide a proof that you are able to ship. So let me stick with me to the end of the tutorial, where I will be drafting an invoice. So to draft an invoice, you need to come to PayPal. Once you come to PayPal, so I can see I've issued an invoice. I'll come here, create an invoice. So the official way to create an invoice, come here, click create an invoice. Once you come and create an invoice, you will be able to come here. To come, we need to The very first thing for the invoice, I need to describe what I'm delivering. For this client, I will come and remove some unnecessary details. Tax is not relevant. Detailed description will be relevant. In the invoice, discount is not relevant. The shipping of tracking address, it is not relevant. I've removed them from my invoice. So once I remove them, then I'll come and draft my invoice. I need to enter details. So this is the official way to avoid to create an invoice. So I need to write a copy. I need you need to fill in the detail of a copy to email. This is a backup email that will be sent the same invoice that you'll be sending to the client. The other thing is that we said when you are creating, you are customizing your invoice, you need to put the details. The buyer sends me a $60 via PayPal, and I fund their Payoneer account with $50. What the client wanted, they wanted to fund their Payoneer account. So the deal was that they send me $60 via PayPal account, and instead I will go in my Payoneer account and fund their Payoneer $50. Make sure when you're drafting the invoice, you have all the details. In case of a dispute, PayPal you will be protected by seller buyer protection. We have clearly indicated the customer buyer wants to fund their Payoneer account. So the client made a deal that they send me $60. In return, I fund their Payoneer with $50. $10 was payment service for service charge for delivery. So that was it. So in case you need to fund your Payoneer account, when you are linking PayPal and Payoneer, it's compulsory that your Payoneer has some cash. Reach me out via my official contact in the description link, and I'll be assisting you. So the other thing that you need when you are drafting an invoice, put details of the terms and conditions that you guys are working upon. So the terms and conditions have said no refund. In case there is a dispute, it should be solved amicably, no chargebacks. In case of a dispute, the email chat should be the official, the WhatsApp, it's the WhatsApp chats. WhatsApp chat, because that is where we were chatting with the client, should be officially requested to be considered as full documents. So in case there is a dispute and I provide the WhatsApp screenshots, they should be considered as official evidence, because that is the platform that we interacted. Checks export developers is a third party company offering guidelines on how to resolve dispute, limit cash, and PayPal and Payoneer dispute. That is because that is my official PayPal account is under checks export developers. WhatsApp chat should be treated as official document and placed for interaction. That is where the deal was done. So ensure you put the details. So another thing is that you need to come so you need to put the client's PayPal email address here. And once we put them, we'll be able to send the official to preview. When we'll come and preview the details. Once we come and preview the details, we'll see that with the details, we can see the description is very clear, the notes and the terms and conditions. That is the official way to draft an invoice. Once you draft an invoice that way, you will be able to, we'll just click send. Okay, we have not put the amount of cash that we should get. We'll come here and edit. Once we click edit, we'll be able to put that the client is sending me $60. It has already reflected. We'll cancel this row, and we'll allow the customer to add a tip. We can allow the customer to add a tip in case they need to add a tip. And another thing that we should do is we should come and indicate the client's email address, so that we'll be able to send it. So that is the official. That is we'll be able to preview it once we have confirmed that everything is proper. We'll come here and it will be good to pay. It is telling us to add a tip. Okay, we might not specify the percentage of the tip that the client should do. It depends with them. So I will come then afterwards. We'll be able to send via PayPal. Once we click send, the invoice will be sent to the client. We'll send the client the bill. This is the bill, this is the invoice, the preview mode. So we'll come here and click send. Once we click send it, the client will receive the invoice. We are told that they have received the invoice. Then we'll come and pick the invoice. We'll share the link. We'll be able to copy paste the link. Once we copy paste the link, we'll come here to transaction details, to a WhatsApp chat where we are chatting with the client. I told the client that I have refunded 100%. Let me send the invoice. Then I will send this is the official invoice that I will send to the client. This is our WhatsApp chat. The client will now be able to pay via the invoice, and upon paying the invoice will be good to go. We'll come here and click. I'll tell the client to pay via the invoice. So we can see the client is he has responded. We have sent them an invoice. I've told them to pay via the invoice. He said I paid it. And once I come to my PayPal balance, I can see surely the client has paid the cash. So now what the obligation of our deal was that I sent them via Payoneer. I'll come here and log in my Payoneer account. I'll be able to log in by Payoneer account. I see I have a balance. Our agreement was that I sent the client. I'm supposed to send the client. I'm supposed to make a payment to the client. I'm supposed to fund their Payoneer account and I'm supposed to send $50. So I'll come here to recipient account. Sending cash to a recipient account is for free. So I'll come here and I'll be able to say to the recipient's email address. Then I will be able to click next. So ensure that we are fetching our balance from available balance is $93, but we are fetching a balance from USD. Payoneer only allows you send the minimum transaction is $50 US. So purpose for payment, ensure you put very detailed information about what happened. Customer wanted me to fund their Payoneer account. Then the customer sent me $60 US via PayPal, and it has been paid via the PayPal invoice. We can see it's already paid. It's already paid. Then I was supposed to fund the Payoneer with $50. And in our chat, we are in agreement. We are in agreement. So I will just come and be able to review. Once I review, for being legit in the industry when using these online transactions, make sure you put all the necessary details. Make a payment. So I'll come and say make a payment. Customer wanted I fund their Payoneer. I confirm the payment below, and I'll be able to make the payment. So in a few, I will get to complete this transaction. Enter the verification request. Payoneer is very secure, and for you to make your transaction, you must use this authentication security system. They'll send a code to my phone, and I'll be able to complete the transaction. So I've received the code via, and I'll be able to submit. Once I submit, that is an authentication security verification code, and it tells me that you paid $50 US to this person. They'll notify and we are good to go. Thank you for sticking with me to the end of the video recording. So in case you are registering for a PayPal for a Payoneer account, use in the description link. You'll be able to get a link where upon successfully registering, you will get $25. Thank you for sticking with me to the end of video recording.